Former President Donald Trump's lawyers say the Supreme Court should not decide now if he can be put on trial for trying to overturn the 2020 election results. That request to the High Court follows a decision by Colorado's highest court to remove Donald Trump from the state's primary ballot, an issue that the justices may have to decide as well. Robert Costa is outside the Supreme Court. We're going to sort all this out, Bob, with you, if you don't mind. There are a lot of court cases involving Donald Trump, but let's focus on the Supreme Court. Can you explain exactly what they're looking at and how you think it will impact the election next year?
Gayle, good morning. You know how much I love Iowa and New Hampshire, but it's this building behind me, the Supreme Court, that really could be the place to watch for the upcoming campaign in the 2024 election. The Supreme Court in the coming months could decide the fate of the Republican frontrunner, legally and politically, Donald Trump. Three things to watch. One, the Supreme Court could decide whether Trump is immune from prosecution because he has the status of being a former president. Number two, it's going to possibly decide whether he can appear on the primary ballot in Colorado after that state Supreme Court ruling. And three, if he is convicted of a federal crime of conspiracy against the United States in that case led by special counsel Jack Smith later in 2024, an appeal would be heard here, likely at the Supreme Court.
So far, Bob, all of Donald Trump's rivals have said, listen, we don't want the court involved in this. Let the voters decide. What does that say to you?
It says a lot, Gayle. This is a crossroads right now for not only Trump, but for American democracy. So much is on the line. It's a sensitive moment for the Supreme Court, for its institutional credibility with many Americans. Yet most Republican presidential candidates are not weighing in a significant way on all of these legal challenges facing Trump. Nikki Haley, who has been rising in the polls, has been talking about the so-called chaos, her word, around former President Trump, saying it's time for Republicans to move on. And for now, it's not a direct shot, but it is helping her gain some traction. There's a new St. Anselm's poll that shows Trump at 44, her at 30% in New Hampshire. That's pretty much close to what the CBS News poll said. Gayle.
All right, Bob Costas reporting live. We thank you. Bob, are you wearing mittens?
Gayle, I have to wear mittens. I'm outside. This is my way, Gayle. This is my way.
Okay, I'm getting you some gloves for Christmas. Thank you, sir.
Bernie Sanders style. Bernie Sanders style.